Yo, real quick, just wanted to give you guys a brief little overview of my Agency Arms Benelli M4. I got a lot of questions about it ever since I posted it up on the Instagrams, but this thing came out like way better than I even expected. Truthfully, I mean I don't expect anything less. And also full disclosure, I shoot for agency, so there's just letting you guys know that. But prior to this, let's do that. No guns empty. We're all gravy. Anyways, thought I'd give you a little bit of an overview of the way they built it up. It's basically their full package, I guess, if you will. And I'll start from tip to butt, haha, whatever, and give you a little detailed overview of what it is. So from the front of the gun, obviously they port the barrel, as well as their two proprietary, not buffer tube, but magazine tube. It holds 7+1, and obviously, as you guys know with the Benellis, you can ghost load another round, so you can have 9 total rounds in the gun. As well as their handguard. I don't know if this is aluminum or what this is exactly, but I know it's some kind of metal, and this thing is absolutely incredible, truthfully. I'm also running the Railscales hand stop, emissary development cable management system, along with the Surefire M600 Pro, and the Unity hot button with the M lock. Getting used to where it's at, truthfully, it's a little bit tough to get used to because I like being able to use it not only as a constant on, but a pressure switch as well. I know on the like 5.56 gun, it's a little bit easier to kind of work with because obviously there's not a lot of recoil. I like where the position is on this thing, but the problem is sometimes if you want to just kind of give it a little bit of just a momentary on or whatever, that recoil of the gun can push it and you'll end up clicking it on or keeping it on constant on or whatever. But again, it's just something that I'm trying to get used to. So this is their, hopefully you guys can see this, their bolt release, as well as their own lifter. I believe it's their follower as well as the spring that's in there. They bevel the magwell, obviously not the magwell, but the shell port, if you will, right? And then their bolt handle, as well as the bolt itself, all done up and Guccified and whatnot. The M4 does come with obviously a pick rail, and it's sitting with a Leupold on an ADM mount. It's a bit high, but it's not terrible. It's really not that much of a difference than running it on running my Unity. The Unity mount, I like it. Some people love it, some people hate it. I do like the ability to keep the posture a little bit nicer, right? So it just depends on what you're doing with it and whatnot. The Cerakote is done by another company. I'll have to get you the name of it, but I forgot. It's not done by them because I think they only do it in black, if I remember correctly. Their cross bolt safety, the oversized safety, they clean up the trigger a little bit, but nothing too crazy. As you guys know, the M4 has its own peep sight. So this has their compliant stock, if you will, because it's the 1024R or 92, whatever that number for the compliance thing is for this. It's a bit long, but it's not terrible. It isn't enough to me to be like, oh, I'm going to switch out the stock. It's really not that bad, truthfully. It is a little bit longer than running, let's say, something like an M4 or whatever, or like an AR-15 or whatnot. So that's pretty much it as far as that's concerned. But I'm also running the S-Tac shell carriers because this is running Federal Flight Control along with the Federal 1-ounce slugs for you select slug reloaders out there. This is the Faro QD sling mount, as well as obviously the Faro Slingster, because that's what I run on pretty much everything, basically. But overall, this thing came out absolutely incredible, and I'm super excited on how it is. Food for thought when running an M4, modifications or not, it is a little bit of a break-in period. Lighter loads, sometimes this happens to people, sometimes it doesn't. I noticed that with a lighter load, basically anything under 1,200 feet per second, it tends to get a little finicky with it. But anything above that is really not that big of it runs flawlessly. Like, it has no issues. And there's, as far as price difference between like an 1,150 feet per second ammo versus a 1,200 feet per second, there's no really, still cheap. So if you want to run your fun, cheap loads, whatever, it's cool. My main concern is as long as it ran my Federal Flight Control and slugs and whatever else I put through it, then I'm all gravy. I think I went over, I think I did this. It's the Delta Point Pro. as far on the ADM mount. It's a little bit high, but you know, it's not terrible. It's nothing really that much difference than a Unity, running a Unity on your AR. But, and if you guys already know as well, this runs the Argo system, because I believe on the M2s they run the inertia driven system. So this uses a gas piston style mechanism to actuate the bolt, kind of like in an HK or an LWRCI. It's not the same, but similar contextually, I guess, if you will. But yeah, so it runs that. So it's what they call it, like, it's the auto-regulating gas op rod, if I remember. Don't quote me on that, but that's essentially a like self-cleaning system, and it uses these two rods to actuate the bolt itself. So overall, this thing came out absolutely incredible, and I love this thing. Like, I've always wanted a defensive shotgun. I've never had one, because like in the past I've had like a Super Black Eagle 2, you know, which is your 26-inch like skeet gun, or a pump shotgun or whatever. Never really had a defensive or tactical, as much as I hate using that buzzword, style shotgun. So, but yeah, so anyways, hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think, and let me know what kind of guns y'all run as far as a defensive shotgun is concerned. I think this is kind of a lost art, truthfully. And a lot of people always like, well, it doesn't hold enough ammo. I'm like, yo, dude, federal flight control and 1-ounce slugs, I mean, that's pretty beefy. Like, I mean, if you ask me, bro, like, I'm just saying. So I'm not sure what exactly is going to be running in your house at that point, but hey, to each their own. Got no issues with somebody running a D60 or a 30 rounder. Go ahead and do you, boo boo. I'm not even tripping. But anyways, let me know what you guys run. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna try to post up more videos as much as I can. I'm trying to post some cool stuff here and there, as far as, and also running a little bit of a side business. So anyways, talk to you guys later. All right, peace.